Hey guys, it's how I do it video. So I had a question from a viewer asking how I use a die or dice to do some car routing. So I thought I'd just do a quick video here, show you how I do that. Now you can see we've got a train that had come in here. This is starting with this tanker and 4 box cars right over here. We're gonna go ahead and use them as a little example over here on how I use a die to sort of add a little bit of variety into my operations when I have the time. Now I say that because I'm not against using JMRI for routing cars, and I'm not against using car cards. As a matter of fact, when I first started this layout, I was planning on using a car card system, and I still want to do that, but I ended up using JMRI for a while, and I kind of gave up on that. Not so much gave up on it because there was any problem with it. It's just that it took a little bit of time to do, and being that, you know, I still work full time and I got limited amount of time on my hands to do videos and just enjoy the railroad over here, enjoy the layout. I kind of sort of fell back to just kind of making the cars go wherever the heck I want. So sort of on the fly, you know what I ended up doing, but I wanted to still have a little bit of sort of variety too. I didn't want to just make it up in my head. There's something to be said about just sort of that chance, you know, where things may come out kind of funky if you throw that chance in there a little bit. And so I started using a dice or die to route my cars around a little bit. Now I don't do that all the time, but when I have a little bit of time on a weekend, sometimes I feel like it, that's what I do. So we're gonna kind of go over that. So kind of gave you an overview of my layout right here. I have a 6-sided die, your standard old die. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna look at my industries here, and I'm gonna number them 1 through 6. So this industry right here, United Polymers, is gonna be number 1. I'm gonna kind of combine these two right here, Athearn and Southern Wine and Spirits. I'm gonna call that number 2. I'm gonna call Royal Plywood number 3. And then I'm gonna call Shasta Beverage here number 4. And then if we swing all the way around over here, I'm just taking a look, and I'm not using all of my industries, I'm just using 6 of them, right? Number 5 here, this is the unnamed industry, at least there's no name on the building, but that's terrazzo and marble. That'll be number 5. And Surfer's Warehouse over here is going to be number 6. So if we come back around and we get over here, we got a little bit of a table here set up, and I have my clipboard, and as you can see, I kind of just numbered 1 through 6 and just put the short abbreviation of all the different industries right there. And got my die right here, and we kind of start out and just go down the line here. So that first rail box car, 10600 is the number right there. I'm going to roll a die on it, and wherever it lands, that's where it's going to get routed to. So let's shake this around, see where we go. It's number 6, which is our last industry there, Surfer's Outlet, SO. So I'm just going to put 600 here. I just used the last 3 numbers of the car. Same thing with the next one here. 710 is the last 3 on that next rail box car. Kind of get my dice going here. Toss it in. Oh, it's a 5. That's going to terrazzo and marble. So that's 710 is going to get routed over there. Next guy, 511, that brown UP box car. Let's see what we get. Whoop, sorry, I already threw the dice down here. It gets a number 1, so that's yeah, what is it? United Polymers, and it's sorry for bouncing around here. That's number 510. Oops, sorry, 511 was the last 3 on the car, and then our final box car, number 267 there. Let's see where it's going. Ooh, number 6 again, going over to Surfer's Outlet, 267. And so there we go. So we've got a train here now. One's going to, let's see, the first car there, like I said, is going all the way to the very first industry over there, right? And luckily, that is an industry that is a trailing spur, so it can pretty much go on any local. The other two actually are going to the same spot, going down to Huntington Beach, going to Terrazzo and Marble and Surfer's Outlet. So we'll just kind of route these around. We might have to switch a couple of these depending on how we set up the actual local, right? But I think it was the first car that was going to get dropped off, so this is pretty good. We actually don't have to do anything with these 4 box cars right here. Now, you say, what about the tank car over there, right? Well, I just kind of do the same thing over there. I have a number of different industries, if we pop back into the layout, that get tank cars, right? We got our Titan transfer facility right here. I might get a car going there, or occasionally, if it's a syrup car or something like that, it goes over there to Shasta Beverage. Or I do, just for the fun of it, kind of put a tank car over here. So there's like, let's just say this spot is one industry and my Titan transfer is another industry. That's kind of the only 2 places where, you know, that sort of fuel oil tank car might be heading. And so I will say that the first industry, Titan transfer, is 1 through 3, and then the other little spot over there, corner of our SoCal Edison, is 4, 5, and 6. So let's figure out where it's going. And it's a 2, so it's going to be going to the Titan transfer. That's how I figure that out. So the interesting thing is that because that came out right there, we're not going to be taking this tank car with the rest of the box cars for our train. And that's a kind of a simple method here. Usually I have a bigger train with more cars, and you know, you end up having to use the yard consists here to kind of break them up over here. But the only thing we're going to do here is just disconnect that tank car, and the rest of the box cars are all going to go on a single local that can go out and switch all 3 of our industries. So I know that's kind of how I do it. That's how I use the dice there. Just number your industries and roll the die and see where they're going to end up. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a quick little how-to video. I just wanted to reply with a little bit of a video instead of just you know, chit-chatting about it, but actually show you me doing it. So see you in the next operations video.